We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Stephanie Jamison with WinSupply of Hendersonville. And thanks for joining us again, Stephanie.
Oh, thanks so much for coming out to this house.
So this house is fantastic, and it's still under construction, but even at the stage that it is right now, you can just tell how spectacular it's going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely been a labor of love, and I've had so much fun working with this couple and just sourcing everything about it. Is just going to be so special. This is their forever home, and they're even hosting a wedding here this fall, so we're really looking forward to that.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things I'm most excited about by being here is because we talk about planning on the show a lot, and this house is a perfect example of why it's so important to start planning your lighting from the very beginning and your plumbing.
Yes, and we started at the very beginning with just blueprints. Ground hadn't even been broken, and they have really done their homework. I have sent lots of samples home with the husband, and he's had a good time being educated about LED lighting, and they've worked just tirelessly to get every little detail right on this house.
Well, when you talk about statement lighting, what a lot of people don't know is even with a gorgeous statement lighting, you have to layer it. In this home, this great room that we're in is a great example because you can see the spaces that are reserved for the recessed lighting, and they have quite a bit here.
They do, and we wanted to make sure that we picked the correct light, the correct color temperature, to keep all of their paint colors true and all of their beautiful home furnishings that they're going to put in. And we also needed to make sure that it was going to have a wide enough footprint because they do have tall ceilings. So we did a lot of math and and worked through all of that so that they will have the most beautiful space possible.
Well, and you can tell by the layouts and the cutouts and the drywall that they have a mixture of lighting from chandeliers to sconces to pendants and, you know, just everything.
Yes, no stone has been left unturned here. And I'm thrilled. I always brag about Coppersmith lanterns on the show. So I'm just as passionate about exterior lighting as I am the interior lighting, and I was so excited when they decided to use Coppersmith lanterns. And they're going to have a beautiful hanging lantern out front, and then beautiful wall lanterns, and then we're also doing pier mount lanterns down at their entrance at their gates. So the statement starts from driving up the driveway, and then it just continues all the way through the house.
Well, they've used you for the plumbing as well. So when you have rooms like the kitchen that is going to be very grand and the master that's going to be very grand, to be able to work with a company like WinSupply of Hendersonville and have an expert like you guide them to the right pieces so they all blend together, because there's a trick to that too.
There is, and it took several iterations of getting everything right. The builders have been great, as well as the homeowners. We've all powwowed, and their master, they're going to have a wet room. So their shower and their tub will all be in one big area together behind itself. And we had several different designs. We drew the showers this way and the hand shower, and then we moved things around and made sure we got all the body sprays where we wanted them, and the end result is just going to be beautiful.
Well, and it ends up being beautiful at the end if you're using the right people and you're doing the right research and planning at the right time, because timing is so important when you're remodeling or building a home.
It is, and if choices haven't been made properly and then something needs to be changed, everything kind of comes to a screeching halt, and you have to go back, and it just prolongs the project, and it doesn't work out as well. But everyone on this project has just done a great job working together. The cabinet company, I have renderings for that as well, so we're picking out hardware. I'm really excited about that too.
Well, Stephanie, I say on the show all the time, who you choose is important. And all the layers that go into building the perfect kitchen and building your perfect master bath, it's so important that you use the right people so those mistakes don't happen. And sometimes mistakes do happen, but when you're using one company like WinSupply of Hendersonville for the lighting, for the plumbing, you're not going to have those mistakes that could lead to a catastrophe or causing the project to drag out for 3 to 6 months.
Right. And we, the whole staff is great. We work really hard trying to streamline everything and make sure that the home has a proper flow. And working in one place, a lot of times we run around the showroom and I'll have a faucet in my hand and I take it over to the hardware tower and then we go back to a light fixture just to make sure. And even though mixing metals is big, with that being said, you still want to make sure that they all complement each other and that they're the proper metals to be mixed.
Well, thank you so much, Stephanie. This was such a joy to be with you today, and it's such important information to share.
It's always a pleasure to spend time with you.
We'll be back with more of My Southern Home in just a moment.